Hey there cubbies, my name is Christa and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I love doing all things Sims related, and in my intros I like to put a little fun fact in. That way if you don't enjoy the rest of my video, at least you can say that you learned something. So today's fun fact is that 7% of American adults believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows. If that's not the funnest fact, then I don't know what is. Anyways, but today, for today's video, I have a collab with the amazing, wonderful HIPHIPRENEE. She has got a bunch of wonderful creators together again, this time for a Christmas in the opposite, I guess. She's kind of a Grinch, which she is self-proclaimed. She chooses to be a Grinch and she flaunts it proudly. But she wants something Christmassy but scary. So what I'm doing today is I have a speed build of an abandoned Santa's workshop. And I didn't even know where to start, to be honest. I've never even built anything Christmassy or anything like that, so I had no idea where to even begin with this. I'm sorry, I'm kind of watching down here. That's what I'm looking at. But what I had to do was I just looked up a bunch of pictures of like a regular Santa's workshop, and then I tried to make it look a little bit spookier, I guess. It's really cool because I made some of the lot traits so that there would be like bugs and stuff everywhere, and when I went back to like go and take the pictures and stuff, the bugs were already there and I was really excited about it. It took me so long to decide how I wanted the outside of this place to look. Like, I went all the way around and around and around with what I was going to do. I spent more time on the outside than anything. And y'all know when I do my speed builds, I am neglectful. I do not record every single thing that I do because I'm a terrible, terrible person. And I apologize. But because I do that, I'd have to own it when I do this, because I'm so sorry. But I was trying to find like a prettier door, I guess, something that was just special. And so I decided I was gonna build this in Forgotten Hollow, which is the world that comes with the vampire pack, and I haven't really done a lot of builds there, so the fact that it was just like automatically dark and I kept trying to change the time of day to make it brighter, and it just didn't work. And I was like, oh, it's because this world is just dark. So that's a my bad thing. I'm sorry. But when I finally do end up finishing the outside, which took me a whole forever and a day, I went in and I actually started getting to work on some workstations for the elves, right? So that was like the very first thing I thought. Was like, we're gonna need a bunch of toys everywhere, we're gonna need a bunch of like gift boxes and stuff like that, and we're gonna need like a big long table of elves lined up making toys. Now, since this workshop in particular is abandoned, it's been out of work for a long time. No elves have been here making any toys, and I don't even know how many years, because I didn't think that far into it. Ignore this part here, because I do change all of this, and it's because what I'm doing right now is terrible. But it's awful to say, isn't it? But I really, like, at first I realized I was making it too cute, I was making it too pretty, and when I went in to add my scarier decorations at the end, like I do with my builds, when I'm doing a scarier build, I add the more detailed stuff in later, and when I did that this time, it still looked really cute, and I was just like, what can I do about this? It looks far too good. Like, I'm way too good at this now. It looked way too cute to me, and I just didn't even know how to fix it. So this whole interior that you see, no, it doesn't happen. It's not like that at all. Everything that I'm about to do in the next few minutes, I get rid of all that too. It's really funny, but So I guess you guys need to see my process. My process is a mess. I'm all over the place when I build. I don't just do one thing at a time. I do a bunch of things. This was an idea that I had that was stupid, and I changed it because I realized how stupid it was. I was gonna go around and make all the walls different colors. I was like, that is so tacky, so I just stopped. And then I found these walls in the Island Living, and I thought that would be fun. I didn't realize that some of the debug objects just won't move after you've placed them. Did you guys know this? Because those gifts, they never would go anywhere, and I wasn't about to just go back and lose everything I just did. So I just put something on top of them because I didn't know what else to do. And you can't just have like random gifts in a circle in the yard. That looks stupid. But what I've changed was everything, pretty much. I changed like the whole exterior at one point and didn't record it. I changed 80% of the interior without recording it, which is fun. Really sorry about that. I'm so neglectful with my speed builds. I'm hoping the more speed builds I do, the better I'll get at like making sure I'm actually recording when I build. But where I'm just not used to doing it, it's a process, and I'm so sorry. Okay. I made it so cute, and I have to apologize to HIPHIPRENEE because she wanted this to be scary, and I wanted it to be scary too. But it's cute. I mean, even when I went in after I did everything and there were bugs everywhere, I was like, it's still cute in here. It's still too cute. Even with spiders all over the walls, I was like, it's not scary enough. Or maybe that's just me, like, self-critiquing too hard. Ignore this here, by the way. This does not stay here. Those beds up there, I thought maybe I was going to have, like, an area for some of the elves to sleep. And I was like, it's far too crammed. It's not going to work. And I just changed it. So ignore it. But I get so mad at myself when I build sometimes because, like, some of the ideas I come up with will be all right. And then some of them are like, no, why did I even try that? But this was to cover up those gift boxes. I could not move. I couldn't do anything with them. It was just, I was at a loss. So I just covered them up with a big tree, and it looked far too nice. I even tried to make it look a little bit scarier at the end, but it didn't make it look scary enough. And it makes me sad it's not as scary as my previous builds have been. When you're making Santa's workshop, you have to make something that looks Santa's workshop-y. That's not a good way to say it. That's why I was trying to say it differently. But it had to look cute a little bit at least. So I made it too cute. And I even tried to, like, redeem myself when I was doing my scarier decorations in the end, and it just isn't scary enough to me. And I even told some of my friends, I was like, what am I going to do about this? It's not scary enough. It's too pretty. It's too cute. I was like, I had to make it look good if it's going to be Santa's work. Also, ignore this here. I changed that because I was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever done. So I fixed it. Like, sometimes when I build, I'll have several ideas, and I'll realize after attempting them, like, that wasn't even worth trying. But other times I come up with something all right, and I think I fixed it, right? I don't know. But it's supposed to be an abandoned workshop, and no one has been making toys here in hundreds of years, my guess. The toys that are left over here are actually haunted by the elves that worked here. They died making the toys that you see sitting around, and they even almost got to wrap all of them. They didn't even get to wrap all of them before they passed, which is why there's some wrapped and then there's many not wrapped. And it's the fact they didn't get to wrap them all that makes them haunt the toys. And they're also haunting the wrapped ones because they wish they had completed their work. I'm just making this up as I go. Hopefully this is okay. upstairs. It's really a ladder because I didn't have room for stairs. But up the ladder, I decided I was going to turn into like Santa's office, you know, because it is his workshop. He needs somewhere to chill too because he wasn't making no toys. He was in his office the whole time looking at the naughty and nice list. I wouldn't say he was reading it as much as he should have, maybe not checking it twice. I think he was just kind of glancing at it and hanging out with his favorite elf buddies up there while the other elves work like slaves down below. I'm trying to come up with something scary for this adorable building, okay? Santa haunts the naughty and nice list, so you don't want to take that anywhere, because then you'll have Santa's spirit following you around, where he didn't get to check it twice that year. This is awful. I think it adds character. No. This is me trying to make it a lot scarier. So this is while it's been decaying for a few hundred years, and now it's got all this scary stuff added to it. I even thought it would be really fun to add something like, I did the whole outside, and then after I did the outside, I started building something else that I thought would be super fun. I don't want to like ruin the surprise, but you'll see. I'm really excited about it because I didn't really know where to start. So of course, naturally, you look it up and you see what others have done, which, can we talk about how creative people are in the Sims community? Amazing. So amazing. And I was like, oh yeah. But I changed a lot of it because the person that I was watching had the tool mod, which I do not have. I'm going to have to look up their name in their video and link it below just to give them credit for this part here, because they did give me a lot of inspiration. I didn't do it exactly the way they did it, but where I did take a lot of inspiration from them, I'm going to credit them in the description. So what it is Santa's sleigh. All right, because I'm already starting to do the structure of it, which I do end up changing a lot of. I changed the furniture because it was too much like, the furniture was just too nice. I felt like it didn't look like it had aged like I wanted. So I was like, okay, I'm going to fix that. And then I don't think the person I watched used half walls. I think they used the tool mod and stuff like that to make it look like a sleigh. Right now it does not look at all like a sleigh. Just wait though, it will, now that there's a bag. I wasn't like, that was the biggest question for me, is how are you gonna make like the bag of toys and like in the sleigh? And that was what I really got from the video, was what they did, and that was that bag from Nifty Knitting. Took me a second. And then I just kind of like did the BB move objects to put toys and stuff in there. Definitely want your move objects cheat on for this. It will be uploaded to the gallery. Also, the description is going to have everybody else that was a part of this collab. The video that's going to show the sleigh isn't a part of this collab, but it did give me inspiration for the build, so I do want to credit it below. But definitely check out that and everybody else that was a part of this collab. I've seen a little bit of the stuff that's been done, and it's amazing. Oh my goodness. I'm super excited to watch the videos. I did watch, there was a stream PeafrogSims did that whenever she was doing hers, and it was really amazing. I haven't watched everybody else's stuff. I just got to see that for a minute because I had a chance. But I am super, super excited about this collab. This was me trying to make the naughty and nice list like really big in the sleigh. I did change my mind about that. I was like, we don't need 3 naughty and nice lists. And I tried really hard because I wanted it to look like a sleigh, you know? So I wanted to put something there. And at first I tried skis, I tried the snowboard, I tried everything I could think of until I finally came up with something else, and I wasn't even recording. So there will be a picture There's going to be a little slideshow here at the end in a couple of minutes. But I'm super excited about this collab. I love doing collabs. I've been having so much fun with it, especially HIPHIPRENEE. She's just been so awesome and so helpful. Definitely a big fan. I am. I'm such a huge fan of HIPHIPRENEE's. She is just so talented, and just getting such a large group of talented simmers together like she can, it's amazing. She's awesome. And it's incredible how everyone can come together and create something amazing, right? Obviously, I'm excited about my build, but I'm excited to see everyone else's builds as well, because I know they're going to be super awesome. Ignore that. I put like headlights on it, and then I was like, that looks stupid. But so I did fix that. But now that we're up onto the slideshow here at the end, where you guys will actually get to see the build in its entirety, I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, give me a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that notification bell. That way you can be notified every time I come out with a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Check me out on Twitch. Link is below in the description. Thank you, and ciao.